Come on, buddy. Come on, Gunner. What's up, buddy? Real quick, before we jump into this video, I want to thank all of you guys for supporting the Work For It movement and the blue collar movement. And just so you guys know, we have the Work For It key tags back in stock that you guys have been waiting for. But we decided we're also adding a few new additions. So as you know, around here, we are big supporters of law enforcement, which is why we came out with the thin blue line Work For It key tag. But we are also huge first responder supporters, so we also have added the thin red line Work For It key tag, and we are also huge supporters of the military, so we added the thin green line Work For It key tag. And of course, if you guys are in the mood for something a little more traditional, we've got the OG Work For It white and teal key tag. So just giving you guys a heads up, we sold out in less than 24 hours of our first beta run, and as you can see, these were released less than 24 hours ago, and we've already got orders pouring in. So if you want to ensure you get the key tag that you guys want, head on over to WorkForItApparel.com and get yours ordered. Let's roll to this video. Today's a big day for the BBB build, because today is the day we're going to order the custom fuel forged wheels. Now I'm sure you guys are saying it's just ordering wheels. What's the big deal about that? But there actually is a lot that goes into ordering custom painted or custom powder coated forged wheels. So I kind of want to, like I said, from the beginning, I'm going to take you guys along this entire journey of getting this build built. So this is just another step in the process, and I want you guys to see exactly what goes into ordering these wheels. So we're gonna head on over to Preston's, the shop that does all my work, and let's get this day rolling. Looks like I better hit speed bumps a little bit harder. Hopefully some parts are falling off this truck. I have yet to have to put diesel exhaust fluid in it, and I was really hoping to avoid it, but it looks like in 267 miles we might just have to bite that bullet. All right, so we are here at Preston's, always flying the American flags. We grab all this crap here, rendering, color samples, a couple t-shirts for the boys. Oh, what's up, boys? What you got going on? Look at David's pitching me.
Day late, double.
I didn't show up yesterday. He's a little upset with me. But here, here you go, bud. Get less upset with me.
Oh, what you got going on, dude?
I'm here to see a man about some wheels. He claims he's a leader in wheel ordering technology.
So here is all the options you need to go through and pick out exactly which one. 14 different ones to choose from.
Okay.
And then we'll sit there and go through color options as well.
Roger Dodger.
In just one moment.
All right, so these are all our lip detail options.
And if you would like, we can double check to see if they'll do a Dmaxryno or a Work For It on it, which I think they will be able to do.
I think Work For It might be pretty sweet.
Hold that next to it real quick.
Sorry, Randy. He doesn't want to get you in here. Here, buddy. Here. Quick shout out from Randy. Go ahead. But we have all these great options here on what you want to do on just the lip of the wheel alone, let alone before you get to the back plate, I guess, or face plate, you would say. It's obviously no logo, one logo, two logo, dimples logo. I don't know, what do they call these little dings?
Those are like these.
Like they're calling them dings. You can go dings with logo. Apparently no lip and logo again. Looks like they repeated there. And then, yeah, obviously your little dimples or rivets, trying to make them look like bead locks, which has honestly never been something I've been a fan of. If they're not true bead locks, why have that? I mean, I get like the imitation bead lock look. That's kind of cool. You know, like at least these have a different colored ring and they have actual bolts, so they look more bead lockish versus these sick Moto Metals over here that just have this little Chinggis dimple over here. Not a fan of that, which is why I went with the fuel wheels I did on the last truck, is because I wanted the least amount of that possible. So on this one, I think we're gonna opt to go no edge detail other than maybe possibly some engraving. We gotta call him. Can we call him today?
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna call him and figure it out. I've asked all of my fans for some help, but we still haven't quite picked yet. No, don't worry. I'm making it easy for you. I narrowed it down to 2 colors. This one or this one. Oh, you haven't seen the rendering yet, have you?
Nah, I got barbecue sauce on it. I hope that's cool.
Oh, easy guy. What do you think?
I like it.
All right, so we're still on the color picking phase, literally seconds before we have to order these wheels. So I feel like, you know, I'm not, you know, there ain't no SEMA crunch, but it feels like a SEMA crunch kind of thing right now.
I like this one minus
The black.
the sparkles, the flake.
so here's my issue. Being that it's going to be in a wheel well, like all the accent colors, nothing's going to be in the sun. So I was thinking lighter would make more sense because it's going to be in a dark spot already. Versus like, I was looking at a color this dark or darker, and by the time you put it in the wheel well, it looks black.
I like the straight copper without the fleck. That's my vote.
That was the original color, was that one. But then if you look at the rendering, it's a little closer to that color because obviously it's hard to get that exact on a computer.
I like that one. I just don't like the...
Well, you're wrong.
The Randy has spoken. So here's an issue we're running into. Right, Randy? Or right. Oh, I called you Randy. Randy, your card worked, man. I just called him Randy.
Told you, it's subliminal, bro.
There you go. All right. So the issue we're running into is obviously the accent color on the truck is going to be a powder coat color. Whereas when you do wheels, a lot of companies, some claim they can do it. I've yet to run into one that will claim they can two-color powder coat, whereas fuel will not. So we're running in the one color is going to be powder coat, which is obviously going to be the black or the gloss black of the wheel, and the other color needs to be a paint color. Well, the accent color for the truck is a powder coat color. So I'm worried about them being able to match it in a paint color close enough. I mean, the good thing is it's going to be far enough away from any pieces of the truck that if there's a slight variation, it's going to be really hard to tell. But it is, like I said, it's like a multiple stage powder coat color. So we're kind of running into whether or not it's going to be matchable in the paint on the wheel. And when you're submitting these forms here, they ask for a paint code, which obviously we don't have. We have a powder coat code. So that's going to be today's mission, I guess, to kind of figure out what's going to happen with that. All right, so here's the fuel custom build order form. Obviously, fill out all your info. Then they're going to be asking quantity, obviously. Some people are going to say, why would you want more than 4? Some people like a 5th spare tire if it's going to be in a visible spot, especially on like a Jeep or such. You're going to go with your wheel style, your diameter, your width, your bolt pattern, left and rights. I guess that would be directional wheels only. Back spacing they've already set for you. Then you get to come down to the accents, which we looked at on the other page that had whether or not you want the dimples, you want the little fake bead lock look and all that. And then also if you would like the fuel logo on the lip, which also they give you options on. So this whole yes, no thing is kind of weird because you're going to need to kind of go into detail on both of those. Then it comes down to the center cap, which if we look in the rendering here, obviously I've got black center caps, but you get the option. If you want to go black in gloss or matte, I'm going to go gloss because we're doing gloss black on the lips of the wheels. You also have chrome as an option. What kind of finish you want. This is obviously if you're doing one of their standard finishes. We're doing something custom, so we're going to be filling out something a little bit different with that. And then, you know, fill out the make model of your vehicle. If you're going to go factory brakes or if you're going to go with a larger brake package, which is also important for the wheel to fit, obviously. But that's pretty much the gist of what it takes on, you know, their order form. But like I said, we're going to be doing a custom finish, so we're still trying to figure out where we put that on this. We think we've got the color dialed in. Now we got to figure out if they can pull it off. We got the whole team on it. Randy's over here calling a powder coater to see if we just get the wheels raw and we have them done ourselves, if a powder coater will do 2-color powder coat. David's over here trying to figure out if the company that we're going to be ordering them from, Fuel, will be able to pull off this color in paint. This is HQ right now. We got some stuff going on, guys.
So we're doing, what are we doing, 22 14s?
Yep.
22 by 14s. I want to do the face of the wheel in some sassy ass color. Illusion cinnamon, no.
Translucent copper.
Translucent copper. And then I want to do the barrel of the wheel black. Can you do that?
You're doing a gloss on it.
No, it's a one-piece wheel. No. I mean, you should try at least. What?
All right.
So if we were going to do anything, would it be like this? Just engraved?
What'd they say?
Said it can be done, but to do this one, you have to spray a lot of it onto those little facets, and it's going to get a lot darker, so it might not be the same color as your sample.
Wait, say that again?
So to spray this on the wheel, since it's got all the spokes, and you want to do the face, the transition, and then the back of the spoke,
right.
He's got to lay it on heavy, and it's going to darken it up. He said it usually comes out darker than what the sample is, because they don't have to spray it a couple times to get over it.
Gotcha. We don't like that.
And he said with the one piece, he said it wouldn't be a good idea to powder coat it twice.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that's good to know.
So order a 2-piece wheel.
Well, easy, guy. No, we're stuck with the one piece. We're stuck with the one piece. So that's good information for you guys to have. If you guys are going to look into ordering custom wheels, if you want 2-color powder coating, sounds like it is possible, but it gets a little sketchy and a little dicey. So take that into consideration. 2-piece, obviously, you're good to go. Or if you go with like the American Forces that have the bolt-on faceplates, pretty sure that's why they created those, was so that way you can have a separate piece powder coated and then bolted on later. Did send us over saying they have done that color before. Obviously, this looks horrible doing the whole wheel like it in this really gaudy looking Jeep, but it does give us confidence that they are going to be able to pull off this color. So in talking and dealing with Fuel's distributor, we have now come to the conclusion that we can powder coat the face of the wheel while they're going to paint the lips of the wheel. So the black part's going to get painted, the transparent copper is going to get powder coated, and then that way everything's kosher. We're going to have the same color throughout and everything's going to match. So this is going to be possible. We are going to be able to pull it off. So here's what we're doing. We are literally flipping for whether or not Fuel Forged is going to be engraved around the lip of the wheel. Let's see it. What are we doing?
Heads engraved.
Heads engraved.
Tails smooth, clean.
All right.
You're gonna regret this.
Tails.
Dang. Oh. Oh.
Again?
Oh. Yeah. Best 2 out of 3.
Heads, of course it is.
Okay, here's 2 out of 3.
We're not going 3 out of 5.
Deal.
Dave Collins, Preston's Automotive. This is Randy.
That's engraved. All right.
Hey, bud, what's up?
Well, I tried to back out as many times as I could, but I think I can't make the decision, so I think we're just gonna go off of what the coin said, because fuck it, I've got nothing else to base it on. I say we go engraved.
Okay.
Let's do it, David. We're going engraved, buddy. Left you with the sweet rendering up there. It's gonna be some good motivation. Make sure we get everything knocked out. I think we're done here, guys. I think we got the wheels ordered, everything's set, everything's done. The shitty part is, was it 4 to 6 weeks? I think we're on the longer end of 6 weeks, right? Is what it sounded like. So that's also something to take into consideration when you guys are ordering your wheels. It is a long delay time depending on who it is. And I'm pretty sure American Force, I want to say, is like 8 weeks. What do we got right there? All right, well, on the bottom of the page it says allow 8 to 12 weeks. But when it's 6 weeks is a realistic thing. Especially considering there's not like a SEMA crunch or anything going on right now, because obviously some of the bigger boys get priority over us. But anyways, like I said, we're good to go. We're gonna roll out of here. As always, brother, I appreciate it. We'll be in touch.
Later.
Randy, say bye to all your fans, man. Don't forget, flash your card again real quick. Try and get some business. Let you set your side job there, buddy, or what? Looks like you. All right, guys. I appreciate it.
Yep.
She's got way better abs than I do.
You got it. All right.
The APPAREL.
So, dang, it's almost dark now by the time we get out here. You know, I do tend to overthink a lot of details because I want to do things right. So, when it comes to, you know, going back and forth, I think we actually did a live stream while we were in there on Instagram. If you guys are not following my Instagram, you definitely should be. I'll put the name right here. It's the same name, Dmaxryno. Because while we were here, I also left a hat here and posted on the old Instagram story. First person to get here gets the hat for free. Good old work for it hat. But anyways, so one of the reasons that I was on the fence about having the engraving on there is there's always the risk of wheels getting stolen. And I know some people are thinking, you're thinking way too deep into this, but we see it on Instagram all the time. Expensive trucks getting stolen, expensive wheels getting stolen. And criminals aren't the smartest people in the world. So they know they want to look for forged wheels, and if it says forged right on the side of it, they automatically know it's a forged wheel. If it doesn't say forged, they got to do a little bit of investigating to see if it is, and by that time it's too much work and it's too much effort and they're not going to steal them. So that's also the reason I was back and forth on whether or not I want the lip engraved. But regardless, the wheels are going to look badass, and I'm really excited to actually see what this powder coat color looks like in person on something substantial. Obviously in the little sample it is what it is, but you got to see it on a bigger scale to really know whether or not you like it. And if I don't like it, it's a really expensive screw screw up, and we're gonna have to go to plan B, which I have not figured out yet. But anyways, thank you guys for watching these videos. I hope I give you guys a little bit to take away for your guys' build, whether it be a SEMA quality build, or, you know, whatever. Everybody works with different budgets. You know, I've had people ask me on live streams, how do you feel about somebody lifting a 2-wheel drive truck? And personally, I don't care. It's your truck. Do whatever you guys want to them. You know, I don't hate on anybody building their truck the way they want it built. We're not building these trucks for anybody else. We build them for ourselves first. So would I personally buy a new truck that is 2-wheel drive and lift it? No, but I do own a 2-wheel drive truck. But any newer truck I've ever bought is a 4-wheel drive truck, because there's always that time you're going to need it. I know everybody's going to say, well, you're building a mall crawler, you don't need it. But trust me, I've never owned a truck and not needed to put it in 4-wheel drive at least a few times over the length of owning it. So for those few times that you do encounter it, it is definitely worth having. Before I go off on some crazy rant, I want to take a second to, number one, wrap up this video, but also thank every single one of you guys who watches the videos, shares, likes, comments, and of course subscribes to my channel, because without you guys, none of this would be possible. So I do sincerely thank every single one of you guys. You know, this channel is based on you guys and it's for you guys. So I try to give you guys something to take away in every single video, and hopefully you guys are able to do that. So as always, I truly, truly appreciate it. Let's cut to the end of this video. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah.